Every single night, I get about 8.5 hours of sleep with very good sleep scores. I never wake up tired and I always have tons of energy throughout the day. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to fix my sleep and try to have the best sleep possible. And I can say that I've done that. And in this video, I'm going to teach you every single thing I know about sleep in only about 10 minutes. So if you apply what I say in this video for about 7 days, you will notice a big difference. You will have much more energy throughout the day. Your sleep will be much better. Your mood will be better. Everything will be better as far as your health. Your skin might even be a little bit more clear. You'll be able to push your workouts harder. So the way I'm structuring this video is that there are 6 main key principles that you need to do, 6 things that you need to do to have the absolute best sleep possible. So let's begin. Number 1 is have the same wake up and sleep time every single day. So what do I mean? I mean, same wake up time. So you wake up every single day at 7 a.m. and you go to bed every single day at 9 p.m. Those are just examples of times, and you can set your own times, but I will talk about how much sleep you actually do need later. So this is called your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is your body's internal clock. It's what makes you sleepy at nighttime, and it's what wakes you up in the morning. We want our circadian rhythm to be on our side, which means it puts us to sleep perfectly and it wakes us up perfectly with energy throughout the day. So the way we set this is that we go to bed every single night at the same time. So your body will naturally start to get tired 1 hour leading up to this time, and it will know at this time we are sleeping, and it will be consistent every single day. And once you've been doing this enough that your body will wake you up without an alarm. I know that sounds crazy. Wow, you wake up at the same time every day without an alarm? Yes, I do. And it is great because you're waking up naturally. Everyone always sets an alarm to wake up, but a tip I can give you here is, what if you set an alarm to go to bed? What if you did that? Imagine how consistent your sleep would be. Imagine you set an alarm 15 minutes. You set an alarm to go off 15 minutes before I want to be in bed with the lights out. Imagine how consistent that would be. Imagine how good your sleep would be because of that. The second thing that you need to do to have great sleep is to cut off your caffeine intake past 2 p.m. No more caffeine past 2 p.m. Ideally noon, but 2 p.m. is the cutoff. The reason for this is because caffeine wakes you up. We all know this, that caffeine gives you energy, and the half-life of caffeine is around 6 hours. So if you have caffeine at like 3, 4, 5 p.m., which is insane, you should not be doing that. That caffeine will be in your system when it is time to go to sleep, telling your brain that let's wake up, let's be less tired, let's not go to sleep right now, let's suppress the sleep hormone. That's what caffeine does. Caffeine doesn't give you energy. All it does is suppress the sleep hormone. So absolutely no caffeine past 2 p.m., ideally noon. If you do this, you will be more sleepy when it is time to go to bed, which is a good thing. So you will have better sleep and you'll probably wake up less throughout the night. The third thing that you need to do if you want to have great sleep is to not have any food past 6 p.m. No food past 6 p.m., no gigantic meals past 6 p.m. Why? Because if you eat a big meal at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., you will be digesting that meal while you are sleeping. And we don't want to be digesting, we want to be sleeping. When we are digesting, our body is expending energy to digest the food, and we don't want that. We want our body to be sleeping. We want our energy to go to rest and recover, sleep and repair. We do not want to be digesting food. We want to be sleeping and recovering. We want all of our body's energy while we are sleeping to go to recovery. For me, I noticed that on my Whoop, my sleep scores will be worse if I do eat at a later time. My sleep scores will be better if I actually have my last meal around 4 p.m., which sounds crazy, but for me, that's not really sustainable. I am trying to hit a certain amount of macros every single day and a certain amount of window throughout the day, and I need to eat at 6 p.m. in order to just eat enough food. So 6 p.m. for me works perfectly. Don't eat any food past 6 p.m. What are you doing? You don't want to be digesting food while you are sleeping. The fourth thing that you need to do is no screens 1 to 2 hours before going to bed. Why? Because when we are viewing blue light, any kind of light, blue light comes from screens, and blue light tells our brain through our eyes that it is daytime, and we are not really supposed to be sleeping right now. It kind of wakes our brain up in a way. So, and blue light is the same light that comes from the sun. That's why you should be viewing sunlight in the morning. Pro tip, view sunlight in the morning, and it will help set your circadian rhythm, because getting light into your eyes will tell your brain that it is daytime. And we want to be waking up with the light in the morning. So viewing light in the morning will also help your sleep. And viewing light in the evening will hinder your sleep. It will make your sleep worse. So what you can do about this, if you must use screens before the 1 to 2 hours leading up to bed, you can set what's called like a night filter. A night filter will make your screen like a yellowish tint. It will reduce the blue light. And if you want to take it even farther, you can turn on color filters. So if you go into settings, turn on color filters, set it to where it is red, then you can turn that on at nighttime and your screen will go red. Your phone screen will go red, and it will get rid of all of the blue light. So if you are using screens in the 1 to 2 hours leading up before bed, I would set that. It will make your sleep better. This one, try not to look at screens, is not as important as the other ones, but it still is something that will make your sleep better. The fifth thing that you need to do if you want to have amazing sleep is having a good bedroom setup for sleep. So what do I mean by bedroom setup? By bedroom setup, I mean how dark is your room, what temperature is your room, and is there any noise in your room? How dark is your room? We want our room to be completely dark, pitch black, absolutely no light whatsoever. This is the best for sleep. This is the best. It's the best. We don't want any light while we are sleeping. We are sleeping. We don't need light. We don't need light for anything. There's no reason you should have a night light on. What is the temperature of your room? We want the room to generally be much colder than it is warm. The temperatures that you need to have your room set to have the best sleep is 60 degrees Fahrenheit to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. Somewhere in that range is perfect. Now, this one for me is huge. If I'm too hot when I'm sleeping, I'm like tossing and turning. I'm waking up throughout the night. I'm sweating, and it just sucks. It's awful. We want to have our rooms cold. I have my room set to 16 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is perfect for me. Now, you might think that's cold, but it's really not. Tonight, you can do this right now. Set your room to a colder temperature. I guarantee you will have way better sleep. You won't be sweating. You won't be tossing and turning. You won't be waking up at night being too hot. Try this. This is a big one. And the third thing about your bedroom setup is the noise. Is there any weird noises? Is there anything that's going to wake you up? And do you have a fan on? Do you have white noise? I would recommend that you put on some kind of white noise, whether it's a fan or like a white noise speaker. I tend to sleep a lot better if I have white noise or a fan on, because it can drown out the smaller sounds, and it's just like a soothing sound. So I would put on white noise. And the sixth thing, the last thing that you need to do if you want to have amazing sleep is to get 8 hours of sleep minimum, 9 to 10 hours in bed. Now, we all know that the recommended sleep amount is 8 hours. And when the medical professionals say 8 hours, they're not talking about 8 hours in bed. They're talking about 8 hours of sleep. They are two different things. 8 hours of sleep is the amount of time that your body is actually asleep and you are unconscious. The time in bed is the actual amount of time that you spend in your bed. And those are two different things. I'll pop up a screenshot from my Whoop. A Whoop is like a health tracker if you don't know what it is. So on the screenshot, you can see that there is a time in bed. It's probably around like 10 hours or something. And then there is an actual time asleep. We want to have 8 hours minimum time asleep. And to get 8 hours time asleep, we want to be in bed for 9 to 10 hours, because usually for some reason, whether we're awake or we're like half asleep, there'll be like an hour of time in bed that wasn't actually spent sleeping. So for example, if you go to bed and you have 8 hours in bed, you are actually getting like 7 hours of sleep, maybe 6.5 hours of sleep, which is completely not ideal at all. That's not good at all. So we want to be in bed, I would say minimum 9 hours, ideally 10 hours in bed. Because if you are in bed for 9 to 10 hours, you will be getting 8 hours of sleep. People don't understand this. I'll put up some more Whoop screenshots so you understand. But time in bed and time asleep are two different things. We want to optimize for the time asleep by getting more time in bed. 9 to 10 hours in bed, non-negotiable. If you do this, you will see a huge difference in your mood, energy, your strength, your endurance, how you feel day to day will be so much better if you get 9 to 10 hours in bed. So there they are. There are the 6 things that you need to be doing if you want to have amazing sleep. Wake up and go to bed at the same time every single day. No caffeine past 2 p.m., ideally noon. Try not to eat after 6 p.m. No screens 1 to 2 hours before bed. Have a good bedroom setup. A completely dark room, cool, between 60 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit, white noise, and get 8 hours of sleep minimum. This is 9 to 10 hours in bed. Now, if you can do everything that I said in this video for 1 week straight, you will notice an insane difference in your sleep. You will feel way better throughout the day. You'll have more energy, strength, endurance, better mood, better cognition. Your skin might even clear up a little bit, and you'll just feel happier. You'll feel like a healthier person. Now, I hope you're going to apply these things. I hope you got value out of this video. Now, if you want more videos on health, if your energy is shit, if you have a skinny fat physique, you want to lose weight, you just want to become more educated on your health in general and become a healthy person, then go check out my YouTube channel. There I post all kinds of health guides that will help you. So go check out my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.